After 37 years as the editor-in-chief of American Vogue, Anna Wintour, the woman who defined modern fashion media, is stepping down. This isn't just a leadership change, it's a cultural milestone in the world of fashion, media, and celebrity influence. From launching careers to reshaping the entire fashion industry, her reign shaped culture, style, and celebrity like no one else. Few people in media history have had this level of control over taste, trends, and cultural conversation. But why now? Why after almost 4 decades of power and influence? Was this decision truly her choice, or was there more going on behind the scenes? And what does this mean for the future of Vogue and fashion journalism as we know it? Are we witnessing the fall of traditional fashion media? Today we're diving deep into Anna Wintour's legacy, the behind-the-scenes drama, internal power struggles at Conde Nast, the changing landscape of fashion media, and what's next for the most iconic fashion magazine in the world. Before we get into the breaking news, let's set the stage. Anna Wintour joined Vogue as editor-in-chief in 1988. Known for her signature bob haircut, oversized sunglasses, and icy demeanor, she became a cultural icon herself, immortalized in films like The Devil Wears Prada. Her presence wasn't just editorial, it was theatrical, almost mythological. But beyond the caricature was a fiercely intelligent editor, with an unmatched eye for talent and trends. Her ability to spot rising designers, emerging models, and cultural moments before they happened became the stuff of legend in the fashion world. Under her leadership, Vogue became more than a fashion magazine. It was a global tastemaker. It dictated not just what people wore, but how they thought about fashion as part of identity and lifestyle. She helped launch the careers of designers like Marc Jacobs, John Galliano, and Alexander McQueen. She gave photographers like Mario Testino and Annie Leibovitz the platform to create some of the most iconic editorial spreads in magazine history. She brought celebrities, especially hot Hollywood A-listers, onto Vogue covers, blending fashion with pop culture in a way no editor had done before. Before Wintour, movie stars weren't regular cover stars for fashion magazines. She changed that forever. From championing diversity in recent years to overseeing the influential Met Gala guest list, Wintour's influence extended far beyond the pages of the magazine. She became a gatekeeper not just for fashion, but for pop culture itself. Wintour's rise wasn't accidental. Born in London to a prominent newspaper editor, she grew up with media in her blood. Her father, Charles Wintour, was the editor of the Evening Standard, a major British newspaper. Media strategy and storytelling were part of her daily life. After starting her career at Harper's and Queen and British Vogue, she made her way to the US, where she worked for New York Magazine and eventually joined Conde Nast. Her bold decisions, like putting Madonna on the cover in the early 90s or giving Kanye West and Kim Kardashian a controversial Vogue cover in 2014, often stirred debate, but always drove conversation. She cultivated an editorial style defined by high fashion meets mass appeal, combining couture spreads with approachable lifestyle content. She made fashion aspirational, but never completely out of reach. Inside Condé Nast, her reputation as a power player grew. By the mid-2000s, she was elevated to artistic director for the whole company and later became chief content officer. This gave her oversight not just of Vogue, but of GQ, Vanity Fair, Wired, and more. Her editorial reach was unmatched. So, why step down now? After 37 years in the editor-in-chief role, many insiders say this transition has been building for years. Some suggest internal pressure, others point to market shifts, and a few say it was simply time. In June 2025, Vogue announced it would be seeking a new head of editorial content for American Vogue, officially ending Anna's role as editor-in-chief. This was a stunning development for an industry used to her steady presence. While she remains Chief Content Officer for Condé Nast and Global Editorial Director for Vogue Worldwide. This is the first time in nearly 4 decades that someone else will run the American edition. Sources inside the company say this decision reflects a larger restructuring at Condé Nast. With shifting media landscapes, declining print revenues, and growing digital competition, many legacy publications are redefining leadership roles. There's also speculation that after years of industry pressure for younger, more diverse leadership voices, Condé Nast wanted fresh energy at the helm of Vogue US. Some insiders even hint at tensions within Condé Nast leadership, with digital-first strategies sometimes clashing with Wintours' print-first instincts. The fashion world was quick to react. Designers, models, celebrities, and journalists shared tributes mixed with curiosity and even some skepticism about what this leadership change means. Some praised Anna for her decades of vision and impact. Others pointed out that Vogue, under her leadership, has sometimes struggled to keep pace with changing cultural conversations around body diversity, racial inclusivity, and digital storytelling. There's also chatter about internal tensions at Condé Nast over the last few years, staff turnover, budget cuts, and changing reader demographics, pushing the brand into uncharted territory. Former employees have spoken out about corporate restructuring, leadership confusion, and dwindling resources for print editorial teams. There's no denying Anna Wintour's impact on fashion and media, but her legacy is complex. On one hand, she revolutionized fashion journalism, championed countless young designers, and turned the Met Gala into the Super Bowl of fashion. Her ability to predict and shape trends was unmatched for decades. On the other hand, she's been accused of fostering a toxic work culture, favoring exclusivity over accessibility, and being slow to embrace the full spectrum of diversity and inclusion. Many former Vogue staffers have shared stories, some glowing, others less flattering, about working under Wintour's demanding leadership style. There were reports of high turnover rates, burned-out editors, and a culture of perfectionism that some found inspiring, while others found unsustainable. Regardless of the critiques, her influence on global fashion and media is undeniable. So, what's next for Vogue US? As of now, there's no official replacement named for the head of editorial content role. Industry insiders speculate that Condé Nast may select a younger editor with a stronger background in digital content and social media engagement to capture Gen Z and younger millennials. There's also speculation that Vogue may further pivot towards influencer culture, video content, and shoppable editorial experiences. Some believe the magazine may drastically reduce its print frequency or move entirely toward a digital-first business model. Whoever steps into this role will inherit enormous pressure, not just to fill Wintour's shoes, but to reinvent Vogue for a completely new generation of fashion consumers. Anna Wintour stepping down marks more than just a leadership change at Vogue. It signals a generational shift in fashion media overall. The fashion industry is in flux. Print magazines are declining, social media platforms dictate trends in real time, and new voices from TikTok creators to independent fashion bloggers are reshaping how style narratives are told. As legacy media figures like Wintour step aside, the door opens for new voices and new ways of storytelling. For longtime Vogue readers, this may feel bittersweet. For younger audiences, it may feel like an overdue evolution. Whether you admire her, criticize her, or fall somewhere in between, there is no denying that Anna Wintour's impact on fashion, celebrity culture, and media will be studied for generations to come. Her exit as editor-in-chief ends a chapter set, but the story of Vogue and the future of fashion journalism is just getting started. What do you think? Is this the right time for Vogue to move on from Anna Wintour? Who should take her place? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the biggest stories shaping fashion and culture, don't forget to subscribe.